Hey, I'm reading a story based on the writing prompt. You walk into your bedroom and discover someone going through your drawers. My first thought wasn't so much about the person as one might have thought. No, I was wondering where the heck all those drawers came from. Dressers are just so plebeian. I use an armoire. They're just so much more French, and everyone knows French things are classy. Which is to say, I have one drawer, yet somehow there were a whole bunch of drawers strewn about my bedroom. Also, a person rummaging through them. I suppose rightfully they weren't my drawers, except that they were in my bedroom, and things in my bedroom really should be mine. I wasn't even sure at first if my drawer was even in this mess. Look, it was a lot to take in, okay? Drawers, a stranger, all that stuff that either was or had at some point been in the drawers. Seriously, what was happening? So, as any sensible person thrust into such a bizarre situation would, I immediately yelled, "Possession is 9/10 of the law." I suppose it isn't surprising that the stranger turned around to face me at that. What is surprising is how long it took me to notice that they were green. Well before the coloration, I took in the lack of hair, the strings of beads hanging from the shoulders in lieu of clothing, and the one foot that was planted firmly in a drawer. How incredibly uncouth. They stammered. This isn't what it looks like. Of course, that statement could only make sense if there was anything that this situation looked like, and there really wasn't. I like to think of myself as a well rounded individual, but I had absolutely no life experience to prepare me for a green stranger wearing beads to be rummaging through a bunch of drawers that, as of this morning, had most definitely not been in my bedroom. In any case, I decided a bold stance was the best choice. What it looks like is that you need to get out of my bedroom. As the surprisingly timid green person immediately started making a painfully awkward attempt to gather up all the drawers, I added, "No, those are mine now. You go. I keep the stuff." Hey, stuff is good, okay? You never know what sort of treasures you'll find in stuff. The bearded individual slowly turned to stare at me. Somehow their mannerisms and bearing shifted from timid to rooted and certain. I felt an embarrassing urge to fidget, though of course I didn't. I am above such frailties. Still, I suddenly had the feeling that there might be significantly more going on here than simply a strange green creature bringing drawers into my room, as though there may have actually been some profound purpose to their bizarre actions. You wish to keep the drawers and their contents? Very well, they are yours, as are any consequences of that choice you have made. As they strode away, I surveyed the strange contents of my bedroom. I suppose I should have walked them out, but I was too busy looking at my armoire. It appeared untouched. I hurried over to it to check, and indeed, my single drawer was nestled in its usual spot, entirely unmolested. I turned once again to look at the new drawers. They had a wide variety of appearances and contents. Clothing drawers, junk drawers, silverware drawers. I spared a brief thought to wonder if there may be actual silver in any of them. It all looked very promising. I eagerly approached the nearest drawer in order to look through it. Just as I reached my hand toward it, something moved. Even as I pulled my hand back, a hairy, leggy creature, roughly the same size as my rapidly retreating hand, emerged. My chest tightened as I raised my gaze. Hairy, leggy creatures were emerging from all the drawers. As the room began to spin around me, it had occurred to me that perhaps I was in over my head after all.